Hey guys, it's Miss Audrey. This video is going to be geared towards our kiddos who are working on independent sit-to-stands and independent standing. So the biggest thing whenever we work on sit-to-stands with our kids is we want to make sure that they're shifting their weight forward into their feet and not pushing backwards. A lot of our kids, whenever they're first learning this skill, they use all their muscle strength and they push really hard backwards like this and they can't get up over their feet. So what we do is we encourage them to come forward and shift their weight into their feet to stand up. So ways you can help teach this to your kid: you can place toys kind of strategically above them and kind of forward so that whenever they're coming up and reaching for those, they're automatically shifting their weight forward towards the toy. You can, for older kiddos, you might use the cue. Sometimes we say nose over toes. So you're bringing your nose forward over your toes and pushing up. You can use your hands on them to help them. A lot of times we start kind of here around their pelvis, and you kind of take your hands and shift forward, and then you use your hands to kind of push down as they come up and kind of help them shift their weight forward and into those feet. As they get a little bit better at this, you can move your hands down a little bit more kind of on their thighs, and that provides a little bit less support. Same thing, kind of pushing forward and down into their feet like this. Once you do get up into standing, you could start off maybe by playing at a surface like at the countertop or tabletop. For little bitty ones, maybe even like a chair, kitchen chair. They can hold on maybe with two hands, and then you can take some of the toys and maybe hand them to them over here, so they have to release one of those supports and reach over here for a toy, and you can kind of work on that to both sides. You can also hand them some toys down low, so they hold on with one hand, have to do a little bit of a squat to get it and come back up. And of course, the lower you make that, the harder it's going to be. So you may be able to get to a point where they come all the way down to the floor to get it and come back up. You can also start to move away from the surface and do this without holding on at all. So for this, you may want to make sure that this chair is behind them just in case they do lose their balance. And you may kind of have one hand on them for support, and then same kind of thing, handing them, making them shift from side to side, doing some squats down to pick up items from the floor, or just handing them down low. And yeah, so those are some ways that you can work on your sit-to-stands and your independent standing balance. We miss you at Kenny Rogers, and we can't wait to see you again soon.